Hi, I'm Tom from Dignity Lifts. Welcome to our assembly video for the BL1, the basic lift. It's a great lift for home use. You'll need a 16 or 18-inch toilet that will work with this, and you need a grounded GFI electrical outlet near the toilet. If you don't have either of those two situations, you might want to consider a different lift. If you don't have electricity nearby, our deluxe lift is a great choice because it runs on a rechargeable battery. Our basic lift does not have this feature. It needs to be plugged in all the time. And because it's on top of water, the toilet, you need a GFI outlet. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's the one with the reset button. Keeps you from getting electrocuted if something bad happens. Now let's look at the lift. In the box, it's mostly assembled. All the actuators are in place, even the controls are ready to go. So if you want to test it out, you can plug it in like I've got mine plugged in, and you can see the up button makes it go up and the down button makes it go down. It's so inside your kit, you're going to find two arms like these. They're interchangeable. Left and right are the same. So that's a good start. You probably want to know that. And then we're going to put on the arms, so let's look at what we need. There is a large nylon bushing, and that one is going to go on first. The large bushing, much larger than the other things, goes on first. Then the arm goes on next. Note, this little piece will go under the metal table, and this piece goes over the metal table, under and over, like so. And then make sure that the bushing goes in there too. Good. Now we've got small nylon with the hat side facing in, the bolt and steel washer. And those go right in the center. They thread right in. The Allen wrench tool that came with the kit is used to torque this down. There you go. And now notice how the handle swings. Two handles, I'll do the other one. So next we're going to do the feet. So a good way to think about the feet is if you have a tape measure, you can measure the height of your toilet bowl and then the height of the current bottom of the lift. Mine right now needs about 1.5 inches of lift. So we're going to screw these feet on the bottom, and then once we get them in place, we're going to use these lock nuts to lock the threads in place so that it stays. I recommend installing the feet approximately where you need them, then getting the lift to your toilet, and then at that point making sure everything's level with small adjustment. I like to do the feet by tilting the whole lift. You just lift it up like so, and then I get it sort of near the balance point, and I can just screw them in. So I'm not locking the lock nut down yet. I just gave myself like a little tip on how to get approximately where I want to go, and I'm going to go from there. As you can see, I've kind of lowered it down to this point because that's where I think, see, I pre-lowered all of my bolts because I think that's about where I'm going to need it. If I had an 18-inch toilet, it would be further up the far end. If I had an 18-inch toilet, the lock nut would be up much higher. But this is a fairly low toilet, not a 14-incher. That's 14-inch toilets are the kind you'll see in like your much older homes where they're really low to the ground. And although they are really nice they do help you poop really well. But they're unusual these days. So this lift will work with the 18s and the 16s comfort heights. ADA is sometimes the 16s are called comfort height, and sometimes the 18s are called ADA compliant. Just as a preview of what we're going to do in a minute, I'm going to show you how to lock down the lock nuts. So twisting this nut, the lowest one, the one closest to the foot, will adjust the height of the foot. See how it screws the whole screw in? Once you've got it at the right height, which hopefully you'll be able to do, you can also spin the foot usually to adjust the height. Once you got it in the right place, when you want to lock it down, you're going to tighten this lock nut, the one up at the top. And when that is tightened to the insert there, everything will be held in place. So this is what we're calling, this top one is what we're calling the lock nut. So once you get everything in place and adjusted the way you want, you'll tighten that down. All right, now that we've got our lift fully assembled, we've got the arms on it, got the controls in place, we got the toilet seat on there, everything's ready to go. We just want to make sure it fits our toilet. So here we have a 16-inch toilet, so I'm going to slide it in place. The basic lift doesn't attach to your toilet. It actually rests on its own 4 feet. It has a nice, very nice stable base. It holds 300 pounds. So you get it in place, and then you can raise or lower the feet to get it to where you want it. It just so happens I got pretty close, so my feet are in just about the right spot. Be careful getting it too close to the bowl. You can end up pinching the user. Sometimes skin folds over the seat a little bit, and or other body parts, and that can pinch someone. But you want to be, within an inch, enough so that accidents don't happen. You want everything that's supposed to go into the toilet bowl to go into the toilet bowl, but you don't want to pinch any body parts. So you don't necessarily want it flush and flat on the bowl, but you want it close. So then when you've got it all in place, and check for wobbles. This is going to be the most important thing. If you've got a wobble like a wobbly table, find the spot that is wobbling and loosen or lower the foot in that area. Try to get it so it's nice and tight. The harder the floor, the more wobble you might get. Tile floors can be particularly difficult, but all 4 feet are adjustable. So get it all adjusted, and then you can go around and you can tighten those lock nuts now. Get it all locked into place. Tighten all 4 lock nuts, and you're ready to go. Make sure you're plugged into a GFI outlet, and we hope you appreciate the new dignity and independence that our lift provides. If you have any questions, visit us at dignitylifts.com. Thank you.
So what are you waiting for? Order now at Endure Wellness USA.